Shift left, start early, save time and resources. Hello everyone, thank you for having me. I'm Jeremy Rivera, I'm the developer advocate at DQ Systems. Sorry I couldn't make it today in person, but thank you Jody and Marshall for starting us off. Today I'm going to talk about how shifting accessibility work earlier, or shifting left, could save you time, money, and frustration. I'll also briefly cover what leading organizations are doing today and simple steps that you could start with. What is shift left? At a high level, shift left means catching accessibility issues early, during design, development, and code review, rather than reacting later in QA or production. Why does this matter? Because every defect you fix earlier in your workflow saves serious money and effort, finding and fixing in the development phase costs significantly less per issue than fixing in production. The earlier you fix, the fewer costly reworks later. Frankly, it's not just cheaper, it's better for your users. Why should your students, staff, or visitors be subjected to an inaccessible experience? According to one study done by IBM, fixing issues after production could lead to those issues costing 30 times what fixing it in the design phase would. So if we shift left, by introducing accessibility best practices in every phase, we could proactively, rather than reactively, address each issue. What are our peers doing? Across higher education, government, and private sectors, organizations across the board are moving toward shifting left in their accessibility best practices. They're embedding automated testing tools early into their workflow, reducing dependence on slower manual audits. They're using tools like Axe DevTools to catch up to 80% of common accessibility issues automatically. This means accessibility isn't an afterthought. It's baked into the way they design and build from the start. The trend is clear. If you're not using automation and not shifting left, you're going to fall behind. Before we continue, let's break down some quick vocabulary. Automated tools are things like linters, browser extensions, and CI/CD integrations. Axe DevTools browser extension, Axe DevTools linter, and the Axe Developer Hub are the leading tools in accessibility automation. These tools scan your code while you're writing it. They catch things like missing alt text, poor color contrast, or broken keyboard navigation automatically. They won't catch 100% of issues, which is where manual and user testing comes in, but the automation within these tools could get you up to 80% coverage with minimal disruption and zero false positives. So what's the impact when you shift left? Faster releases because fewer bugs make it to QA. Lower costs. Again, the IBM study showed shifting left could reduce accessibility costs from 30x to 5x of a project's total budget if addressed in development, lower if addressed in the design phase, and a better experience for all users. Accessibility improvements often boost usability for everyone, for those with disabilities and those without. Accessibility is just good design. Plus, you avoid the break-fix cycle where you fix one thing and break another. So how to get started? The best part, you don't have to overhaul everything to start. Today you can install tools like Axe DevTools browser extension and scan your sites, add accessibility linting to your development, like the Axe Accessibility Linter, and start checking focus order, keyboard navigation, and alt text as part of your normal dev review. NYU already has these tools available. These steps are lightweight, low risk, and will immediately surface issues you could start fixing today. Thank you so much for your time. I'll pass the mic back to Marshall and Jody.